Gine, what on planet Vegeta are you up to?
Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
Smash that like button, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications, that way you never miss a video. If you missed my rant on the brand new Dragon Ball Super manga spoilers, I'm gonna have a link to that video in the description below and the top comment. Go ahead and check out my rant because there was a lot to say, and if you have anything to say on the subject of those spoilers, go ahead and leave a comment on that video and I'll be more than happy to reply to it as soon as I can.
Where's Raditz?
Off-world. He's in the military now, teamed up with Prince Vegeta on some planet. I seriously doubt they'll make it back for this.
Today's brand new Dragon Ball fan manga comes to us from lovely Bada on Twitter. She is an expert in the Gine x Bardock dynamic, has a bunch of Dragon Ball fan mangas on her Twitter account as well as art depicting these two together, basically giving us an insight into the world that we were robbed from when it came to Dragon Ball Minus. So I'm going to leave a link to her Twitter account in the description below and the top comment. Make sure you always support the original artist because she also did create the Dragon Ball fan manga where two Bardocks fight over Gine. So make sure you go ahead and check her out. Let's go ahead and jump into this story. It is late at night on planet Vegeta when we see Raditz and Goku both sleeping in a bed together. Now this is probably one of the most curious things from this Dragon Ball fan manga because we don't know if they actually ever interacted together. Raditz seems to be on missions all the time, at least at a very early age, and Goku was very small and puny, so he was put into this sort of birthing chamber that helped his developmental growth process for him to mature a little bit more. So I don't know if they would have ever been together like this, and if they were, it would have been very early on when Goku was very small and Raditz was very small before he went on missions and before Goku went into that chamber, and that is basically the story that is being told here. So they are both laying in bed and Gine is asking if Bardock is asleep. Bardock does not respond, so she becomes a little bit more stern with him. Bardock, are you sleeping? And then Bardock lazily responds, I was. What's wrong? You can't sleep? And Gine responds, no, I can't sleep. Then Bardock says, well, just close your eyes and you'll fall asleep, leaving Gine to just blankly stare at Bardock. She then complains that it is too cold in the room and she just can't fall asleep to this cold room. So Bardock replies, there's really nothing I can do about it, just put the blanket on you and try to fall asleep. But Gine comes up with a better idea and says that, well, you know what we could do is we could just press up on top of each other and share our body temperature so I can get a little more warm. And this wakes up Bardock a little bit more than before. Gine says it's just me and you together, very sensual, and that's when she grabs him by the neck and says, I'm just so excited that we're a big happy family and you make me feel so safe. I just love being next to you. And she's basically not being sensual anymore, she's just being very cutesy, and Bardock looks like he has had a mini stroke at this point because he was on a completely different wavelength. Gine pulls Bardock's face in and says, promise me that we'll always be safe like this forever. Promise me. And Bardock stares at her blankly, and I think Bardock is realizing in his line of work, in the Saiyan's line of work, and just the way the Saiyan culture is, there's no way that they could be like this forever because they would be on missions and, you know, it's a dangerous job that they all have. So they could easily never return back home, leaving Gine heartbroken. And I feel like it'd be harder for Gine because she's got to relinquish control of not only Raditz but eventually Goku, and Bardock is always on mission since, you know, Gine is not a combatant. So yeah, she probably is alone and just cherishing the moment right now. And that's when Bardock says, yes, I promise. And that is the end of today's Dragon Ball fan manga, guys. This was a cute little take on exactly what the relationship is between Gine and Bardock. Did Bardock really lie to Gine like that just now? maybe a little bit he stretched the truth. You know, he wants to make her feel safe. And so I don't think that he overly knows at any point in this that, you know, Frieza's going to become homicidal and start, you know, destroying planets and have his sights set on destroying planet Vegeta. He probably didn't think that at all. So, you know, saying this little white lie, like, just to reassure Gine and make her feel safe, even make her fall asleep, I think this is perfectly fine. And that is the end of today's Dragon Ball fan manga, guys. Again, make sure to go to Lovely Bada's Twitter account and follow her there. And if you made it to this point in the video, you are now part of the hashtag early video squad. Make sure to drop that comment with that hashtag for a chance to be featured in my next video. Today, I'm going to be responding to Nate R. The fact that Toyotaro just repeated the Cell arc by pulling off the same old "Hey Cell, here's a senzu bean" in the Moro arc is basically the same shit all over again. It utterly disappointed. I really was expecting more, but apparently Toyotaro just can't write well in DBS manga arc, which is just sad. Yes, it is really disappointing because Toyotaro has a lot of experience in Dragon Ball fan mangas and writing, and this is no way for him to represent the Dragon Ball fan manga community because this is how he started out, and his stories in those communities, I mean, they weren't like groundbreaking, but they were interesting. They had new twists and turns, and maybe he can't go too much outside the box because of the way that it is corporate, you know? So Toyotaro basically has to stay in his own lane, but at the same time, he came up with so many cool concepts in this arc by himself that weren't recreated from the Dragon Ball Super anime that he has potential, and I think that he may have potential to, you know, make another arc and maybe make that one stellar, but retreading Cell arc again just to, for I don't even know why, just to make the characters, even especially Goku, feel far more stagnant than they were before is extremely disappointing, and I want better from him, from Toyotaro. Thank you so much for your comment, Nate R. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.